for the next minutes, we're going to hear about opinions and ideas how to expand IT in Estonia. And I know that this gentleman next to me has said in online media recently that the biggest challenge in Europe is that we have so many goddamn different markets for digital, when we talk about digital markets. Because in the US, we have 300 million people, we have one market, it's simple. In Europe, we have a little bit more people maybe, but we don't. We have more than 20 different markets. So when to make a startup and when to plan future, what are the things that you should keep in mind and how to expand IT in Estonia? The Estonian Association of Information Technology and Telecommunications CEO, round of applause, Jüri Jõema. Please, Jüri.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good afternoon. And there is not so many people, but I hope in online there will be more. But yes, I work for Estonian Association of Information Technology and Telecommunications, and Playtech is our member company, and one of the biggest member companies of our association, I have to say, by employees. And ITL is, we call our association ITL in Estonian, this abbreviation. And there are some figures about us. Our companies cover more than 42 workers from all ICT sector. From the total sales, we are more than 65%, 1%. And looking on the average added value, our companies are quite successful. I have later on some more figures about ICT sector in general, but I have to say that in Estonia, the overall added value in all economies is about 15,000 euro per employee in 1 year. And we have 84 members. The members means member companies and our universities and some law offices who are associated members. So, and as I said, Playtech is one of our members. As the question here was about startups, unfortunately we don't have startups as our members, or there are some of them who are real startups for this, but this is like a club where more the companies are who are more grown up. But we are trying and we are looking the cooperation with startups, and really some of the big companies they got the startups as partners when they want some very quick products or new solutions, and then they are working very closely together. And as our association, we have 4 big goals for association who is really working on voluntary basis. In our office we have some more people. At all we have 4.5 people working in our office, but our work is really organized by working groups, and there are workers from member companies, experts, and they are working on voluntary basis. And you see, at first, to increase the benefits from ICT for all society in everyday work, then all the Estonian e-services, we want that they are exported into different countries into the world, and I hope our services are very advanced and that all the countries will use them, as our president said in his introductory speech. And then I think that the very big goal is really to double the jobs in our sector, and to find those people who will really work for ICT companies. And this is in our vision and in different analytical documents. And then to increase the added value in other sectors, because ICT itself yeah, it's very good, the ICT services itself, but is Playtech, the service of Playtech, ICT service, or is it something else? I think it's something else than ICT service. It's the online they are online games, and it's not IT. It is the core is IT, but service itself is not IT. So it's the reason why I'm working very hardly with other sectors. Again, our president mentioned the Industry 4.0, which is really usage of ICT in real industry, in machinery and in forestry and other sectors. And so here you see some figures. I don't talk about all, but you see in all Estonian economy today, or in 2013, I think, it's 22,970 ICT specialists who are working. And you see the added value per employee in different subsectors of IT or ICT. And when you're looking on this picture, I think you will understand that the only way for Estonia is to create and to build up more the new clever services, and really the core for that is ICT solutions, ICT systems, and it means that there is a real need to have more people who are working for ICT sector, or who are working for other economical sectors. There are some messages on 2 slides which I want to focus, and those messages came out from different analyses which are done by our association, and really those messages are in this very last draft of the in Estonia we call it OSKA system. It's the forecasting and monitoring system for labor market training needs. And I know that this report from those messages and goals, I took the messages and goals. They are today on the high-level committee to get the final approval. So and after that they will present it to government. And as I said, the only possibility is, or the first message is, we need more ICT specialists, experts for Estonian industry. And you see here is the figure. The figure is 37,000. Today we have about 22, so 23,000. So it's quite ambitious goal to reach. But as I said before, it's the only way, by my understanding. Then, when you saw this, the first message is all about the experts on different levels. I mean the vocational training, universities, bachelor degree, master's degree, doctors, retraining, whatever. This is these figures, but I think that the more important is to get more people from universities on who really have the master's degree, because they are really those people who will create the value, or much higher added value for economy, or for different products or solutions. So it's the second message. We need more ICT specialists who have master's degree in Estonia. Then the third message here is that the ICT experts must have more broader view than only the understanding how to program. They must understand really the let's say that the programmer or software programmer must understand at the same time the IT systems, the communication, the physical world, because when he really will make some program, and this program will work somewhere online in different places in the world, as in Playtech it works, he must understand that the packages have different ways in internet. And when they reach from Estonia, let's say, to United States, then different packages, finally, they have delay. One package is here, another is here. And when the programmer doesn't understand how to put them together in physical world, then he don't understand why the program is not working. Maybe it's too simple simple example, but yeah, maybe Gert, who is dean of the faculty of IT in Technical University, will say is it okay or not. But I think this is the example really, and really there is a need for broad sectorial and at the same time the knowledge about other sectors. Say again in Playtech, I think you have the experts who experts on gambling theory, yes, of course, or gaming theory, how to call it.
It doesn't matter basically.
Yeah.
What the information you're moving.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the exact the package of the information goes from here to there.
Yeah. Yeah. Or no, in machinery, the engineers are working in machinery, or ICT expert who is working in some industrial company. He must understand really the process of this company and something like, which is very specific for this economic sector. Then the fourth message is ICT companies are waiting more people from universities and vocational schools, more people with better practical skills. Okay, there is still this discussion how what is really the practical skills must the graduate understand some very specific questions on the first day when he will join the company, or is the company ready to train, give him additional training, and we are still discussing about it with companies and universities, and I think I hope we will find some kind of solution on that and agreements finally. And it is one message from the company side. And then I think it's here like message 5, but from other point of view, it message 1 when you're looking from the point of view of all Estonian economy, all European economy, because there must be ICT experts in all companies, in all economic areas, in all sectors, who really understand how he can make his business process quicker, more efficient, and whatever. And in this company, there must be somebody who can talk with this engineer in IT company, who is really making the IT system or the program for his company. They must understand the same language, and it is very important in our understanding that both sides must understand each other. Then there will be really the good product or the solution which is really working. So it's those are the main messages about the working force, ICT working force, and I think it's really doubling, almost doubling of working force, ICT working force in Estonian economy. It's very important for next years. And then I have here some pictures about the ways how we really can reach this number of new people who will enter into the ICT jobs. And at first, really, let's say that the usual education, in higher education and vocational education, then training and retraining, it's very important, because it's the development of economy in all the world. There are economical sectors which really are growing, like ICT or some other sectors, and then there are sectors where there is no more need for new employees. When you are looking in shops, the automated cashiers, there are no need for vendors anymore, and the sectors, the number of workers between sectors, it is changing, and it's changing quicker than it was during last 25 years. It will change in 3-5 years very quickly, and this is one possibility to retrain people to those sectors where there is a need for new workers. And I hope in our association we develop one retraining program, and we waiting just now when the call will be open to apply, and maybe we will organize this training, maybe some other company, and the goal for that is to retrain 500 people who really are graduated in some other area, to retrain them for junior programmers in 3 months or 3.5 months. And there is a group of companies in our association who really said that they are interested for those people. And then the folk and talents. I saw here a lot of people from other countries in this office, and I think it is one possibility really to got more people, more talented people into Estonia. And I know the next presentation will be on this topic from Enterprise Estonia. So how really Estonian government is working on this topic, and you will hear the success story of this program, and what are the plans in this program. And then what we are doing in our association, we are running program now for 9th year, I think, to promote ICT in primary and secondary schools. We have done the roadshows in different schools in Estonia. We started from secondary schools. Now we are in primary schools to really explain to those kids what ICT means, what jobs there are, how interesting it is, and we find now that really the secondary school is now the place. The primary school is the right place, because in secondary schools they have done their choice, and unfortunately they don't learn mathematics or physics in primary school, and it's a problem. And we are working really on the quality of, together with universities, on the quality of curriculums, and we are in Estonia. Maybe you have heard about the program which is called IT Academy. It's the program which is financed from state budget, and it gives additional about 3 million euro in year for 6 curriculums in 2 universities. Additional money to hire professors, to pay scholarships, to make the programs better. And those are the activities, and I think we must reach those goals, and it's the only possibility when we can grow the people with ICT education, it's the only way for Estonian economy and European economy for growing and being more competitive in world. Okay, I have 38 seconds left, but it's all. Okay. Thank you.
Let's make a round of applause to Jüri Jõema. Do we have questions from the audience?
So difficult topic. No questions.
Well, if not right away, then Jüri, with your permission, I was wondering, since I myself studied logistics many years ago, the question is, when I talked with logistics company, people used to say that, you know, in schools they teach stuff. I also studied. In my opinion, I studied a lot of unnecessary subjects. Then you go see the logistics company, and then they say, well, basically what you studied there, in here you need maybe 5% of it. So basically, we will now retrain you. My question too is, how is it in the IT sector, in the ICT sector in Estonia? Do we still have the professors of old school who are not up to date? I know it's a really straightforward question, but it's just my experience through different fields. What is your experience? How is it the academical side in IT sector in Estonia? Is it good? Is it okay? Is it bad?
Okay, yeah, I have to push the question.
This guy's blushing a lot. But can you give any kind of an overview or suggestion?
I think we
are you the right man to ask?
Yeah, because I'm one member of the steering committee of IT Academy, and we just approved the new 4 or 5 years plan for IT Academy, and there are some topics which are focused on Technical University and Tartu University, and there. The question to how to find new professors from other countries and other universities, and with those professors to make the teaching, the quality of teaching much higher. It's one focus point, and it's very important point. And just now in both universities there. In Tartu, was done in Tallinn Technical University. There are, with the new rector, there are very big changes in the institutions, and how they will organize the curricula. So and we are inside this process, and we're trying to give advice or turn them somehow somewhere.
Okay. Maybe this is a question also to Ivo right now. In your experience, Ivo, and your knowledge, Jüri, what is easier when you take a new person to work, and for instance you take a youngster out of high school even, he's like a clean sheet, his head is pure, he's clean, he has no background, and then you can shape him or her in the way you want to do the program and so on and so on. What do Ivo see more efficient? Is the educational system, when we take that from age 18 till 23, 24, is it necessary, or as an employer, is it easier to shape totally young people at the age of 15? I come close to you, then we can also hear.
The question is still that education, this includes a lot of basics, which you can get in much easier way from the schools, universities. Here in the companies, you will not teach these theoretical basics, which is needed definitely if you want to grow up and make some bigger things. So definitely, the school is the mandatory.
Okay. Maybe you can add some comments to that.
I think there are two views. It's very right. But when we drafted or planned the retraining program, then again, this program is not for very young people. We said it's 30 plus minus, but they have some a higher education, some bachelor degree maybe, and but it is not necessary to have this in IT. But again, the main very important point is in this program there must be theoretical base. It is not possible without school, the theoretical course to really to become ICT expert even on the junior level, and it is very important. And then talking about the companies, I saw from our experience, it's different between companies. Let's say the bigger, as bigger the company is, as much they need the wider basic skills, and they are ready to train on the top of the basic skills, the very specific skills which are only specific for this company. As smaller the company is, then more they will ask, okay, give us, they will say to schools really, give us the expert who is ready to program on this language on the level like this. Give today, just on the first day when he or she graduated, he must be expert on quite high level. So it's a difference, I think. But yes, but there must be a theoretical course. Anyway, is it shorter or longer? But it's not possible without.
Okay.
There was a message for probably about more practical skills needed from the students graduating. What can be done here?
So, sorry, the question was, what are the more practical skills that could be given by the authorities of schools and education, yeah? Okay.
We have discussed with universities about it, and we saw that there are possibilities to really to have the inside the course, the practical works or the group team works, I mean. And in both universities I know that the programs have started, and universities have asked the topics for those team works from companies. I think it was the first year when really companies, through association, they give input to both universities. And even I know that in Tallinn Technical University the call was closed when one company sent me email that why nobody will answer to me that I have some topics, and then I send them to Tartu University. They said that their call is still open.